Hey guys, it's David from Automotive Press. I'm super excited to be here in Japan. Once again, Kirk and I'm working together, talking about different products. And here we are at the Lexus booth, but there is one big surprise, and this is the LS Coupe Concept we have right behind us. And we have our very important person who is the chief designer for Lexus LS Concept, Shen, based in California at the Calty, which is the Toyota's design studio. And we want to find out what's going on because it's a beautiful model. And we didn't expect to see this. There was no announcement, there was no preview of any kind. We knew about the six-wheel LS, but we didn't know about this one. So tell us a little bit more about, I guess, the thinking behind this product and how you guys came up with this model.
It's nice to meet you, and I'm glad you said beautiful because that's one of the intentions of making this vehicle here. The LS Coupe Concept is basically a concept that we try to, provide a sense of duality in a car. So something that gives you performance and also something that gives you the ultimate in comfort as well. So this car actually is based on kind of the concept of our flagship sedan merging with our coupe. If you guys know what those products are. So this is basically a four-passenger vehicle. It's kind of tailored for every passenger in the vehicle. So the driver has a performance kind of feel in terms of driving. The passengers have this kind of luxury, quiet type of feeling when they ride in the vehicle. In terms of styling, we want it to be dynamic and very sexy. So we're trying to blend this kind of duality of kind of like organic and precision at the same time. So as you walk through the car, you'll see.
And then Alex, it's just to clarify, it's meant to be like a four-door coupe. Is that right, or is it something altogether different?
It's something completely new altogether. I think I don't know if you kind of looked at what we presented in our intro speech, like Simon's speech. I think the key thing is we want to try to discover something new for our customers. The LS sedans and the typical types of genres, they're not working so well anymore. So I think we're trying to find something new that the customers want. So we think for this one, the customer wants a little bit of everything. They get performance, they get comfort, they get quietness, but then also they get extra ground clearance, so it allows them to do everything. The ground clearance allows it to have a better entry egress. The sleek profile gives you that sense of sportiness when you drive, and in the rear, actually, it's really spacious. The dimension in every way is bigger than our past sedans.
Oh, it's interesting. So it's like it's neither a crossover nor it's not a sedan, it's not a coupe. It's kind of a mixture of everything. Would you say that?
Yeah, if you it's called an LS Coupe. So the LS means luxury space. So it's a luxury space coupe concept.
Right.
The car has 24-inch wheels on it. It's got a multi-layer wheel. I think the whole car in general, what we wanted to do is create unique details that allows you to discover as you go. So it's hard to see on here, and that's kind of intentional. So in the dark areas, kind of shows a lot of the pass-through air control areas. And within those areas, there's really beautiful, intricate details in there. So we kind of played off kind of the tennis ball theory where, the dimples on the tennis ball, allows better airflow. So, but it's well designed. It's designed in a sense where it kind of gives you almost like a certain reflection quality about it in a pond, like the pebble drops in a pond. So we hope that people try to get up close and try to find those things in all the inlets and outlets. I want you to note the side view mirror. You don't really see a part line on that. So we're trying to explore maybe ideas of how do we use advanced materials to create cars? Maybe it's some kind of a synthetic material or carbon or stuff like that. So it allows you to do forms like this. So we see it blooming out of the door. If you get even closer, there's actually spindle details in the winglet.
Interesting.
So all these things kind of add to the innovativeness of design in Lexus.
And even your wheels, is it actually like
it's illuminated?
Illuminated?
It's 3 layers. We have the very structural outer lip that shows strength. We have the glass center cover. It's etched to allow for illumination, and there's actually a mesh type of spoke inside that, and it's kind of paired with carbon ceramic brakes
Oh, wow.
with big calipers. So those kind of things, typically people want to just show those off, have really big open wheels, but we want people to discover those as they
It
go.
has a depth to it, right?
Yeah. Why don't we walk to the back view of the car?
Okay, so let's walk to the back of the car. And Kirk, you have some questions. I'll give you the microphone if you want.
Yeah, the rear quarter view, it's my favorite view on the car.
Yes.
It shows very, wide shoulders, and it's really, the duality of the form language really shows here. You see a very geometric rectangular graphic, but it's kind of paired with these really gorgeous, beautiful shoulders. So it's geometric and organic at the same time, and we wanted to make that kind of standalone independently and not merge those. In the middle of the rear tail lamp, actually that's a pass through to the shoulder area. It's connected. We pay some homage to our LFA in terms of graphics, as you see in the Lexus Sports Concept. So one of the key things is to have this really beautiful glass cabin that tapers back to really show off the stance on the rear end. So a lot of these things we try to put in some really kind of necessary stance elements, but at the same time try to challenge new innovation in terms of design.
Beautiful.
So with the concepts of the last Japan Mobility Show, they're a little bit more, lack of a better term, more origami focused, more hard edges, a lot more creases. This seems to have kind of melded a little bit more flow with soft edges, but still having plenty of hard edges. Was that due to feedback or just due to maybe where the market is heading with overall design?
Well, we feel the Lexus cars continue to kind of grow and change with the time. So we feel like beauty is always something that people want in their vehicles. So especially for this type, I think you always see these very kind of gorgeous forms and powerful stances on sporty vehicles. And we thought, this blending everything together needed the beauty, needed the precision, and always pushing something new. So, and that's what the key thing with duality means. We're trying to really show both sides of everything, but clearly on one form. So it is intentional to try to go back to beauty, especially for this car and our sports car.
Alex, the important question is, would we actually see something like this in the near future? I know you can't really talk about future too much, but give us some idea.
Yeah, we don't know. This is a concept at this point. I will love to see this come out very soon, as soon as possible. We always build these concepts with the intention of trying to bring it out to the public. If we get good response, I hope we do. I love this vehicle. It was great fun working on it, and I hope it does make it out on the street someday soon.
And I know Akio Toda at one of the other live stream, he said Lexus will no longer follow other designs, like they'll have their own path. I can't remember the exact word he used in Japanese, but is that a departure from the from previous Lexus design philosophy, where maybe you guys tried to blend in a little bit more, but now we're more different? Is that fair to say?
I think what he was saying that with Century becoming its own brand, this opens up more possibilities for Lexus. So we're able to challenge more and discover more new kind of directions and new sense of luxury for people. And this is a good example. And then the LS concept is also a good example. So it gives, at least from a design perspective, it's a lot of fun for us to explore.
Very different from decades ago when designs were very traditional, I guess.
Right. We no longer need to kind of stick with the typical kind of high volume type of sellers. Maybe I think in the past it's like a crossover SUV. We must do that. Maybe we challenge that. Maybe we challenge a lot of different things. It's exciting for the brand, I think.
And this could be BEV, it could be plug-in hybrid, it could be gas. There's different possible.
There's really nothing kind of determined at this point. There is a power plant in there, but I think if you look at our history, we could make any type of power plant possible. So I think at this point is more about the concept of the vehicle. I know everybody wants to know what type of power plant's in there, but I assure you, it should be it should match the way it looks.
Okay, perfect.
That does make sense.
Kirk, last question, last comment or question.
Sure. Have you seen Tron?
I haven't seen the new one yet.
Okay, I haven't either.
Yeah.
But I might be called a reclaimer, but there's a vehicle in it that picks people up. That's what I get when I see the back of this.
Oh,
Did you see it now?
The clamp motif?
Yeah. Was that just by coincidence?
Yeah.
Or are you like a Tron fan by heart and you just didn't know?
It might have been something that just came to be. I don't know. We thought this graphic was really cool. It kind of set the stance up. You know, and it's clean, but then it gives us beauty at the same
I like
time.
it.
So yeah,
That's cool.
Very
it's unique.
beautiful.
I don't think it's forgivable or forgettable. Yeah.
No, no. So like Lexus, it used to be the spindle grille. You see from the front spindle grille. Well, on the back, it never really had much of an identity. It changed so much from car to car. But this is what I mean. There's no doubt you're looking at. Like obviously you have the word font now, but the logo being gone. But the word font matches really well with this boxy sort of bracketed design.
It might be one of the best looking cars at the show, actually.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
I
I appreciate that.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
honestly.
For sure.
So, okay, well, we should, looks like we're running out of time here, so we want to thank Alex for giving us some insight about the future of Lexus, future of design. Kirk and I really enjoyed the conversation, and best wishes for you. Hopefully we see this in a few years' time.
Thank you.
We'll buy it.
Thank you for the kind words.
Yeah, thank you so
Appreciate it.
much.
Keep it up.
All right, thank you, Alex.